Welcome back to Module 23 in the Freedom Ticket. In this module, I'm going to show you a few ways that you can do some competitive research when you're both looking for products to potentially source or sell, as well as once you've found a product and you're deciding how can I position this product or how can I differentiate this product to actually compete in the marketplace. So let's take a look here on Amazon at our good old cornhole game that we've been talking about. Let me type in cornhole game. Let's see what comes up. So let's say that this is something we're considering to sell. We've done all of our analysis and let's say we've determined that this is something we might want to go forward with. So what I would do next is I would come in here and I want to take a look and see what the review rate is. We talked about this in the Freedom Ticket test, but it's what's the review rate on these guys. So I'm going to come in here to X-Ray, Helium 10, use the Helium 10 Chrome extension on X-Ray, and I just want to make sure that the review rates are not something out of line. So if I move this over a little bit over here, I can see these review counts right here, and there's these review velocities. And it looks like to me, you could actually download this into a spreadsheet. This button right here will download it into a spreadsheet, and you could run this report in a spreadsheet if you want. But I can just eyeball this, and I can tell that someone that's got 833 reviews and review velocity is 6. They got 6 new reviews last month, and their sales of last month were 423. So 6 reviews on 423 it's 6 reviews on, let's look at the wrong one, 2,303. That's like less than 1%. That's way down there. So that's fine. None of these set off alarms to me. So the review velocities all look pretty good. So that's the first thing I'm going to check. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I want to take a look at some of these guys that have a lot of reviews, and I want to analyze their reviews. So if we go in and let's just take one of these guys that has a lot of reviews, like this one here, this Go Sports. It looks like it's 833 reviews. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and click on this listing, bring it up on Amazon. I'm going to go back over to the Helium 10 Chrome extension, and I'm going to be using this review downloader. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I can trust these reviews. There's no way I'm going to sit here and read 833 reviews or have a VA do that. I want to analyze these reviews for several things. One thing I want to know is, look, he's got 2 different variations here. And so I want to know which one of these variations maybe is selling the best, because that's the one maybe that I want to consider sourcing. If I see that most people are buying the 4 foot by 2 foot over the 3 by 2, I might consider doing a 4 by 2. The other thing I want to look at is what are people complaining about and what are people raving about, because whatever they're complaining about I can try to fix when I source my product. Whatever they're raving about is stuff that I might want to emphasize when I write my bullet points or my description or when I create my photos later on. But before I do this, I want to see if I can trust these reviews. The best tool that I found, it's not a perfect tool, but the best tool I found is something called FakeSpot. And there's a website, fakespot.com, that you can go to. It looks something like this. They analyze reviews on all these different websites. And there's also a Chrome plugin that you can download if you want. But it's a great website. It's free to use. You might have to sign up for an account to get some additional bonus stuff. But for the most part, you can use it for free. I use this not only for sourcing on Amazon, but when I'm actually buying on Amazon too, just to make sure if I'm debating on a product and it's an expensive product, I want to know if I can trust these reviews. Like I said, FakeSpot's not always perfect. Sometimes it will give a misread, but for the most part, it gives you a pretty good idea. So if I come on this listing and there's this icon right here, this is the FakeSpot icon, and I just say analyze this page. I can see that FakeSpot has taken a look at 826 reviews, and they've given it a D, a score of D. I don't trust that. I like to look at A's and B's. C's maybe, but a D or an F, those are failing grades to me. So what this probably means is one of a couple things. It could mean this product has been sitting around on Amazon for a long time, and some of their reviews go back to several years ago when you could actually incentivize reviews, when you could actually give a discount in exchange for a review, or you could do things. Amazon changed all that in October of 2016, so some of those reviews could be old from that. Or there could be a pattern of really short reviews, or reviews coming in batches really quickly over a couple weeks period, which means they're probably doing something to manipulate the reviews. You can also see that this company, Go Sports, right here, they've got 241 products that FakeSpot has analyzed, and overall as a company they have a grade of C. If you click on this Go Sports link, you can see how many reviews they have overall, and you can actually go through and you can scroll through all their different products. So they do have some, like this one right here, that has an A, and they have some that have an F. So you can get some ideas here on if you can actually trust this company or not, or get some ideas maybe even for additional products if you scroll through here, just to get ideas for what are these guys already doing. But because this one, when I analyzed this product, it had a D. Let me go back to it here, to the main screen. It had a D. I am not going to analyze the reviews of this product because I don't know that I can trust them. So I need to find somebody else that has a lot of reviews that I can actually trust. So let's go back over here to the results for cornhole game, and let's see if we can find somebody else that's not Go Sports. These are all Go Sports because we just saw that their overall company rating is a C. So let me see if I can find somebody else that has a lot here. There's more Go Sports. Oh, here we go. Tailgating Pros right here. 393 reviews. It's a $109 price point. Let me take a look at them. So I'm going to pull them up. I'm going to go over to FakeSpot. Now, if you have the Chrome extension installed, sometimes that number will, the rating will show up right on the page. But these guys have a B, so I actually like that. So I can actually probably analyze these reviews and have some pretty good trust that what people are writing there is probably actually accurate, and I can base some business decisions around that. Like I said, it's not 100% reliable all the time, but it's the best thing we have right now. They'll actually tell you down here different things about it as well. So with that in mind, so we got a B, and they have a lot of reviews. It's a good seller. So I'm going to come back over here, and now I'm going to run the review downloader. So I'm going to hit, this is a Chrome extension, and I'm going to download, look at the review downloader. The first thing I want to do here is, if you notice, it looks like they have lots of variations. Right here they have lots of different colors. So if I'm going to be sourcing this, I'm curious, like, which of these colors should I maybe consider doing? They've got a lot of different options here. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the review downloader, and I'm going to look at all of these. All of these stars are clicked, and I only want to look at verified purchases. That's verified purchases are the ones that are verified by Amazon as someone that actually bought it on Amazon. If they're not verified, they could have bought it somewhere else and they're leaving a review. So what I'm going to do is leave all 5 of these. I'm going to hit extract, and it's going to go through and it's going to take a look at all 393 of these reviews. It'll take it just a second. Now what it's done is, down at the bottom here, they start looking at the tool actually brings in all the reviews, so it's easier to scroll through and read them. But that's not what I'm interested in here right now. What I'm interested in is this top part, and it shows me, because of the variations, the review counts on these variations. So you can see here that there's certain ones of these that the review count is much heavier than the rest. It looks like the one that has the most is this one right here, is the Stars and Stripes one. It's got 133 reviews, 36% of the share. Most of these others, the next closest one was this one, 6%. So the royal blue one, there's one with 4%, 3%. So it looks like the one that's getting most of these reviews, is this 4x2 foot one. And so that one, if I was going to source this, that's the one I want to analyze the most. And it'll give me an idea of which variation is most likely selling the most. It could be it's been selling a lot longer. These might be newer variations, but that data is going to give me a lot of information. Now, so what I'm going to do next, after I know that, is I'm going to go back over to my product. I'm going to run Review Downloader again. But this time, I click on the verified. I'm not clicking in the dates because I pretty much want all time. I'm going to look at the negative reviews. So I'm going to deselect the 4 and 5 star. 3 star and down is considered a negative review. and then I'm going to hit extract. And this is going to pull just the negative reviews. Out of those 393, it's going to pull me all the negative reviews. Now it has this breakdown again here, but this breakdown is only based on the negative reviews. So that's why in the beginning you got to make sure you have all the stars clicked. So, but I'm still not going to read all this. This is just too much for me to read and scroll through. I'm going to hit this analysis button. And when I hit this analysis button, it's going to go through and analyze all these negative reviews, and it's going to pick out phrases here. You can see here, these are the phrases that are said the most. It says the boards are, that's 5 times. On the board, 4 times. Board that, 4 times. Unless you, one of the boards had, well built, 1 corner. So I'm wondering what's 1 corner? What are people saying? Well, if I want to see all the reviews that have that in it, I can just click on this and download it into a spreadsheet, and I can see the whole body of the review right here. And I can then, let me open this up so you can see it. So they all say something about on the corners, right here. Unfortunately, it arrives with a big dent in 1 corner. This one, let's see, what's the word on corner? Product was shipped with 1 quarter already coming unglued. Great product, bad packaging, 1 corner came damaged. So it looks like this is only 3, but on this particular product, they're getting some bad reviews because of the packaging. So when I actually contact my manufacturer, I'm going to make sure that say, hey, we need to put corner protectors. We need to put some styrofoam or some cardboard triangles or something on the corners of this when we put it in the box to make sure these corners don't get damaged. That gives me an idea of something that I can do to fix on my product to make sure I don't get these bad reviews. Now let's go take a look at something else on here. See that has a lot. You know, the ones that just have 1 or 2, I'm probably going to, like this one, I'm probably going to ignore it. I'm looking for patterns. So the boards R has 5 in this particular case. So let me see what people are saying about the boards R in a negative kind of sense. The boards, okay, the boards are short right here. The boards are short, and the Beanmax was not saying the boards. Let's see. Both boards arrived defective damaged. The boards are nice. I'm doing this in real time with you. The boards are, boards are 27 feet. The boards are nice, but a little too slick. So I don't really see a constant pattern here. There's all kinds of different things about the boards are. So this is not one I would actually pay too much attention on. That last one that we did with the corners, that's definitely something I'd pay attention to. You saw a pattern. You're looking for patterns. Now, I would continue going through a whole bunch more of these and taking a look at that. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same process, but look at the positive reviews. So go back to the review downloader, and this time I'm going to deselect the 1, 2, and 3, and only select the 4 and the 5, and hit extract. And once it comes up, I'm going to ignore the top part again, because that's going to only show me the breakdown on the variations for the good reviews. So, but I'm going to scroll down to the and use the actual review part. Down here is what I'm concerned about right here, but I'm not going to read all that. I'm just going to hit this analyze, and look here on the positive ones. It says 39 people have said the words well made, very well, good quality, well built, great quality, very sturdy. Something about the bean bags. The boards are, here we go, the boards are again, very nice. Cornhole boards, the bags are. So I could use this same thing, and you know, people are saying it's very sturdy. So what that means is people want a sturdy board. So this is something that you could use, make sure your board is sturdy, and because people are commenting about that positively, very sturdy even with a leg issue. These boards are perfect, very sturdy and well made. Set itself, let's see, very sturdy. So this pattern here, what I would do with this is I would make a note. And when I'm writing, if this is a product I'm doing, I would make sure my factory makes them very sturdy. And I would maybe use this in my bullet points, maybe the first or second bullet point, because this was commented a lot. I may say something like extremely sturdy, well-built boards. They drop them and they don't break. Or a 500-pound man can stand on them and they won't bend. Something like that. You know, I might even make a picture of something heavy, like some big heavy weights on it, or big huge, it might be an elephant, you could Photoshop in an elephant stepping on these things and they don't bend or something like that to connotate that they're sturdy. You get the idea here. So I would look through all these and look for those patterns and the positive ones. And that's going to give me not only potential copy that I can use when I write my bullet points in a way to differentiate, but also things I need to emphasize to my factory if I'm going to source this product. Let's take a look at another one here. High quality. Let's look at this top one. Well made. Well made is like sturdy. Very well. It's probably going to be like very well. Good quality. Well built. But you see how you can use this stuff to your advantage, not only in sourcing but also in writing. Here's someone says gift for my. I wonder what they're talking about here. 6 people, and there's reviews said a gift for my. Wonder if that's a way. This was a gift for my husband. This was a Father's Day gift. Birthday gift for my daughter. Wedding shower gift. Father's Day gift. And birthday gift. So people are gifting this. So 6 of these positive reviews. There's a pattern here that people are buying this as presents. So maybe you want to consider making a nice box to put this in. Not only have the good corner protectors, but maybe you want to consider having a little bit better box and say the box is giftable. In your bullet points say the perfect gift for any occasion. Father's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever. That can get you some copy. That could help you differentiate, and you could even make your box a little bit nicer so it's not just a cheap box and it feels like a nice gift. It comes in a nice case or whatever. So you can get great ideas here for sourcing your products and for writing your copy by analyzing your competition's reviews. Now let's take a look at something else. Cornhole games are a little bit easier, but I'm a guy. I don't wear makeup, and let's say I was gonna consider selling makeup. So if I went to like what's a popular makeup, like 3D Fiber Mascara, I think is a pretty popular makeup still. This is one of the first products that I sold on Amazon was 3D Fiber Mascara. And when I first started, I wrote my listing and it wasn't selling very well. So I actually had a woman actually go in and a copywriter, actually that was a woman, actually read it, and she's like, this is so obvious this was written by a dude. And it was me writing it, but I didn't know what the heck I don't know how to use this product really, so I was taking my best guess at it. But what if you find a great opportunity and you really don't have a clue? So like what I would do is on like 3D Fiber Mascara, the first thing I'm going to do is, whoa, 6,000 reviews here. Let's take a look at this guy and check him out on FakeSpot and see how this person is. Oops, they got a D. So I'm not gonna look at those. Let's take a look at who else has got a lot. Oh, this next one's got 3,000. That's a lot of reviews. Let's take a look at them on FakeSpot. Okay, a B. All right, cool. So this one I'm gonna take a look at. So if this is a product I was gonna sell, and I'm a dude and I don't know the first thing about this, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna. It looks like there's 2 variations here. What are these? A midnight black and a dark brown. I have no clue which one of those women are gonna prefer. I probably don't want to launch both at the initially because that's going to require more capital for me. I want to actually prove the concept and make sure this product works, and I can before I start adding variations. So I'm going to click all 5 of them and let Helium 10's extension here do its thing. And as soon as it finishes, it's going to tell me which of those 2 variations has the most reviews, and that's a pretty strong indicator of which of these 2 is more popular. Like I said, it could be one of them might have been selling for 2 years and the other one's brand new. So it's not always dead on 100% accurate, but it's the best thing we have to work with right now. But let's take a look here. As soon as Helium 10 finishes looking at 3,775 customer reviews, speed reading these reviews a lot faster than I think any of us could. Almost done. And just waiting for it to finish up here. When you got a lot of reviews, it can take a minute or 2. There we go. All right, look here. The Midnight Black is hands down more popular. Now, if you want to actually check on this and see if these were how long they've been selling, you could actually take this ASIN and you could go open another window on Amazon. You can just paste the individual ASIN in there. And it's pulling up that particular ASIN. I can then run X-ray on it. Or you could run X-ray on both of them. It'll bring both of them up. And you can hit on this, click on this little sales guy right here, this little histogram, and just click change this over to all time. So Helium 10 has been tracking this one since looks like October 14th of 2017. So that's been around for a few years. And then this one, let's do all time. Also October 2017. So they both, looks like they're both launched around the same time. So there's no question here that the Midnight Black is far, based on this right here, the Midnight Black is the one I should go with. I should not worry about dark brown. Maybe later on I could add that, but I should focus on Midnight Black. The other thing you can do here with the X-ray tool is you can take a look at the review trends. So if you come over here to the reviews, the review count right here, and you click on it, you click on the number, and do all time, you can see their pattern of reviews, and you can mouse over here and you can see it February of 2017. This is when Helium 10 started tracking it. So this product's been around before, since before that, 1606. And you can see how they climbed in the reviews, and you can see if there's a big spike, like right here. They went from 33.95 and they jumped to 35.78 in a matter of a day. So they must have run a promotion. They jumped 100, almost 200 reviews in a matter of a day. So you can see if there's some anomalies in here, and that can be a red flag as well. If you see some big jump that they could have done some sort of promotion or something. But anyway, so back on this one now, let's go take a look at the review downloader. Let's look at make sure it's verified, look at the negatives, and hit the extract. Remember, we just looked at all of them together to actually figure out which one of these is probably the best seller of the variations. And so now it's going to go through and it's going to pull all the negative ones. And we'll do that same thing. So since I'm a guy and I don't know how to write this, I'm going to take a look at and see what patterns people were saying. And I might actually even take some of the words and just rewrite them slightly, instead of me trying to come up and beat my head against the desk trying to come up with how can I say this. A lot of times you can just use the words of the customer. You can't put them in quotes, or you can't quote reviews in your listings, but a lot of times you can take their wording and modify it a little bit and use that in your sentences or in your copywriting, and it can really give you a big leg up and creating some more powerful copy that will resonate in the tone that the customers talk about this product. Because every product has a fan base or a type of mentality to it, its own personality, where people talk about it in a certain way. And if you can get your head around that and get an idea of that by taking a look at the top products and looking at the way people actually describe them. So we're looking at the negatives here. So in the analysis, I see something called "In My Eyes." So I wonder what this is about. Let me click on that. I'm going to open up the body here, and I'm going to look for the term "in my eyes." I mean, you could just do a search up there. Oh, the keyword phrase is over there. There we go. It's going to find them everywhere. Okay, I had fibers in my eyes all day. Let's see. Fibers kept getting in my eyes. No matter what I tried to do, I couldn't figure out how to get the fibers everywhere. Fibers, they just kept going in my eyes. Irritates my eyes. The fibers get in my eyes. fibers got my eyes all day. So it looks like, I mean, you can see here, I could read on, but it looks like there's a major problem with people that the fibers are, they're not applying them correctly, or there's something to do with somehow these things are getting into their eyes. So that's a problem I would try to solve. I would try to solve that with the manufacturer. Hey, is there a way that we can make sure that these don't fall off or they're more secure? Or maybe it's a user error. The women are not knowing how to put these on properly or how to do it properly. So maybe that means I need to have a really good instructions. Like in my package, I need to create a package insert. I need to go out and talk to some makeup artist or some women that really know this and say, hey, can you give me a 5-step process of how to actually apply these? Because it looks like a lot of women are maybe potentially not applying them correctly and they're falling off and getting their eyes. Or maybe it has something to do with heat or humidity or who knows what. But I would probably make some sort of instructions, and you could do that with the follow-up program on Helium 10, send that out as a PDF in one of your follow-up email sequences. And you can also put a little pamphlet or a little booklet or a little fold-out piece of paper as your product insert. And it's you could even go and you could take pictures if you want and showing like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and so on. Or if you don't want to do that, you could probably find somebody on Upwork that could draw you pictures that shows the process. But that's something I would do. So that's clearly a problem. And I would then take a look at some of these other ones too and do the same thing. And then I would go back and do, like I said, do the same thing on, like we did earlier, on the positive ones. So I'm going to click on the 4 and 5 and deselect these, make sure that's on verified. And let's look at what people are actually saying positively about this product. It's going to take it a second. And I can get an idea of how to actually write my copy in a positive way. So once this finishes, we'll take a look, and these are things I might want to emphasize on my packaging, in my photos, on my first or second bullet points, is whatever the positive things are that people are saying that this product does for them. So we'll give this just a second. But you get the idea here. This is one way to analyze your competition. I mean, in the past, companies would have to spend thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars to do focus group studies and bring in potential customers into a room or stop them in the mall with a guy with a clipboard and ask these kind of questions, get this kind of feedback. You have this valuable data right at your fingertips. And tools like Helium 10, the review downloader, enable you to do high-level corporate research with users, real people, as long as you verify that these reviews are good, and figure out what you should emphasize in a positive way and what you should fix on the negative side to make your product different and better, and almost instantly figure out which variation, which color or size you should go with. It's incredibly powerful, and a lot of people don't do this. They just guess, or they go with their own intuition or what their personal preferences are. Maybe if you're a woman, you like instead of midnight black, you just like dark brown, so you decide I'm going to do dark brown because that's what you and all your girlfriends wear. When in fact, that's the wrong decision, because the market you're not the biggest part of the market. The market wants the midnight black. Or maybe there is an opportunity, if you go and you look, that maybe you could actually differentiate your product with keywords. If there's someone typing 3D fiberglass mascara dark brown, that's a very long tail keyword. Maybe it doesn't have all the searches that 3D fiber mascara does, but there might be a little niche within the niche. Sometimes there can be a lot of money made within little sub niches, and maybe you could focus on that little niche and go after that. Just because this guy is not selling it, maybe you could dive into that rabbit hole and see if there could be an opportunity there. So you see how this thinking process, it's not just black and white, but you got to get into it and think and use this data. It's all about the data. Use the data to make smart business decisions, not just your intuition or your gut. Sometimes your intuition or your gut can be right, but a lot of times it can lead you down the wrong path or cause you to not make quite as much money as you deserve to. So this is almost finished here with pulling these positives. There's the positives. So I'm not even gonna bother reading them. I'm just gonna hit the analyze. And look here, some of my lashes look. So lashes look. So combined, that's over 400 with that lashes look phrase. But let me see what people are saying about my lashes look. I'm going to expand this body part right here so we can actually read most of it. Let's see if we can see. Okay, I'm getting older. My hair and lashes are changing. What are they saying over? It's tough to feel pretty. This product made my lashes look beautiful. So she said she's older, so this could, and now she feels beautiful. So this could be where in your copy or in your photos, you could use some sort of tagline like "Get the beauty of your youth back." Get that, regain that youthful beauty, or something like that. You see, I just got that idea from right there. Let's see what. Here someone's talking about using falsies, and so the aggregation of falsies, these are so much better. This one right here, I love how it makes my lashes look so full and long. So that would be something to emphasize. Get full and long lashes, perhaps. This one said I took time to read the instructions. So it looks like this product, maybe they include some instructions, but this person says they're a newbie. Was worried that I couldn't properly apply it. So you see there what we were talking about just a minute ago? You need some sort of guide to really cut down on your bad reviews and to increase the positive reviews of people like are appreciative of really you showing them how to do it for the new people. But you get the idea here. We could sit here and go through this all day, but that's how I use reviews for competitive research, for product research, and that's how I use the review downloader in Helium 10 to really get an edge on the competition. So I hope this has helped you and given you some insight, and I wish you the best of luck, and we will see you again in the next module where we're going to be talking about using another one of Helium 10's tools to find awesome product opportunities. We'll see you there.